Test one, test one, test
All right,
one.
that's all I needed.
I had more to give.
Mic check, test 1, 2, 3. That sound good? Do we have any tape? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking at the Richfield Ice Arena, home of the Academy of Holy Angels Stars, and of course, they will be taking on the Robbinsdale Armstrong Cooper Wings. Along with Bart Archer, I'm Pete Wagner. Thanks for joining us here tonight for what should be a fantastic matchup. Sectional implications for these two teams as they reside in the Section 2AA, Bart Archer. And I mean, when you take Edina out of the mix, maybe you put Cretin-Durham Hall in at the number 2 seed. It is a wide open race for the rest of the way down the pipe with this.
Yeah, and this wing squad is actually a pretty good squad offensively, Pete. They can put the puck in the net. 85 goals for, and sporting a pretty solid record of 12-8-2. I think the challenge in front of Holy Angels is just to get some shots on goal. That's where they've been challenged really coming into this game. They're unbeaten in the last 3, so things are trending the right direction for Coach Trent Palm and the Holy Angel Stars. Meanwhile,
on the other side of the coin, the Robbinsdale Armstrong Wings, Ethan Marsh will be getting the nod in goal. Their team is 9-1-2. In the Northwest Suburban West Conference, they headed up ahead of Totino, Grace, Champlin Park, Irondale, Spring Lake Park, Coon Rapids, and Osseo. So they're having themselves one heck of a campaign right now. And, they're proving to be formidable, and I think will be a problem come section time, Bart.
Well, absolutely. It all comes down to momentum and confidence, and they're certainly gaining some confidence as they go. 4-1 in the last 5 games, had an overtime thriller against Andover, and it was Gonrowski that actually scored the game winner. 4 goals that game for the young defenseman, but what a game it was. But they're trending in the right direction. I'm sure Coach Danny Charleston feels very good about the way his team is playing right now.
Indeed he should. And on the other side of the coin, Trent Palm's team, Bart, you touched on it here in the open. This is a team that no question is having a nice little run. They're 2-0-1 in their last 3. After a really rugged stretch there that went from the 31st of December all the way through to late in the month of January, but turning things on the way they want with a 5-1 win over Hopkins, a 2-1 win over Minneapolis, and then they came up with a tie against Totino Grace.
Yeah, and that was up at the Brooklyn Park Activity Center, so that was quite a game. But a 9-game losing streak is what the Stars had to endure. But as we said, they're moving the right direction. But it's what Trent Palm stated early in this year. It's about more the process than the results. They came out of the gate, struggled a little bit. Obviously a mid-season swoon, but it seems like they're starting to play the Holy Angel style of hockey again. But Pete, this is a team that averages just over 20 shots a goal per game and giving up over 30, so that trend has got to change for them to have sustained success.
We have been through our starting lineups. We are ready to get things underway. We're going to pause for your national anthem, and we'll face it off from one of the best rinks in Minnesota, the Richfield Ice Arena.
Absolutely.
Right after this.
My name is Darrell Evans. I'm a former player with the Los Angeles Kings and currently the color analyst on the Kings radio broadcast. Well, I really like it the way it's so compact. Everything is nicely sectioned off where you can put, whether it be a laptop, an iPad or something like that that's separate from getting your skates being banged up against it. You have a place for your gloves, a place to attach your helmet.
The place to go for all of your American Legion baseball information is the LegionBaseballHub.com. It is the official home of the American Legion State Baseball Tournament, and you can find everything you need relating to American Legion baseball, from tournament information, live scoring, box scores, game recaps, player profiles, image galleries, and more. Check out the LegionBaseballHub.com for all of your baseball information. The Legion Baseball Hub is a partner of Let's Play Hockey and Let's Play Baseball.
AAA hockey players, the Northland Hockey Group has northern Minnesota covered, with 4 teams in the northern part of the state, including the Red River Pike in the northwest, the Bemidji Loons in the north, the Iron Range Blast on the range, and the Great Lake Skulls in the northeast. The Northland Hockey Group will put your child in the hottest sublimated jersey in the AAA field. With 4 tournaments and an all-star game, the Northland Hockey Group will be the highlight of your child's summer. Check out all team locations and tryout times at northlandhockeygroup.com.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're back from the Richfield. I was almost going to say American Legion, Brett Johnson. Our producer, Brett Johnson, myself, and one of our cameramen, Todd Grover, notorious for Steel Domain Wrestling at the Richfield American Legion, a big event coming up this Saturday night, by the way. Shameless plug, but we have more important from the Richfield Ice Arena right here. I mean, this is the home of some legends. I mean, we're talking about Steve Kristoff and the Richfield Spartans. You guys, when you're at Edina West, Bart Archer, were absolute bitter rivals. I think in my youth and on up, I had some of my best games on this sheet. I love this place.
I do too, and don't forget about Darby Hendrickson and his brother Dan as well. And on the Holy Angel side, Danny Matson from 2009. What a magical year he had that year.
There's plenty more. We'll get to them as well. We are underway. Think about Jason Williams. Of course, he did a lot of coaching up in the high school ranks. That's off the boards to center and back into the wing zone. That's going to be set up by Marsh behind his own net. Loses a wicket there, and that one's fanned on down low by the Stars' number 6, Jack Bridgman. From the right point, that's wide of the net. Loose puck will be chased down by Jack Hendrickson. He plays back in behind, back on the tape for Bridgman. Up to the line it goes, quick snapper. That hits traffic in a pair of skates, and it's going to be cleared off the boards and out through. It hits the official on the way through. A break for the Stars as they'll play that one in daily. Wholesale change for the Academy of Holy Angels. Meanwhile, the Wings will break out of their own zone. Of course, their head coach, Danny Charleston, by way of Benilde St. Margaret's, played for one of the great ones known as the Buddha, Ken Pauley. Across the line, there they are with Jacobson. His shot steered away. That by Luke Miller, the goaltender for the Stars. At the line, but not out. Played back down and handled by Chad Cousineau. He'll bump that off the boards. That's too far for Daly. As over to make some pressure there for the Wings as they'll play this one in down the line. Behind the net it goes. Now it's picked up by Cousineau wearing sweater number 7. Look to play it to the right wing. That hits traffic, and it's played back to the high slot area out of the zone. Here come the Stars, 1-on-2, little muscle move down the rail. That's going to be Sandy with it, back in behind. Second on the team in points for the Stars. Ooh, leaves him, finds a man up high, and he's sliced and diced with an opportunity there. That was Eric Clow. That hits traffic, play to the right wing side. Now up to the line, there's a snapper deflected. Nice focus there by Marsh as it's off the glass, but funny carom swung on and missed there by the Stars. Sets as that hits the pad there and spiraled into the corner. 2-on-1 battle ensues off to the right of the goaltender, Ethan Marsh. Now it's a 2-on-2 battle. The Stars win that. One-timer from the line. That one whistles just wide. Quickly over to the right side. That was Zangs. Plays this one down the line. Again, it's Zangs from center. He'll chip it in. Stars will touch up. Regrouping now are the Wings. Long pass up the middle, deflected high in the air. Up off the netting. And they'll face that one off in the neutral zone, Bart.
Well, pretty good pace early. Trent Paul has to feel pretty good about the way his Holy Angels team started this period. A lot of zone time. Got into the troubled areas, but pretty good job of defense by Armstrong to really limit the opportunities. But Holy Angels has come out with a lot of energy.
They have, and they've had some jump off the offensive boards, Bart, winning the battles as well and creating some scoring chances. That's Bitter to play that one through everyone. Gathered in by Campion. He'll look back to the right wing. Schneider looks ahead on the stride on the tape there. McGrath with it. Tries to find his way through. Couldn't get it as the Stars will break out on the left wing side. That pass fails to click. Big check there by Campion, but here come the Stars down low. Poked off the stick. Nice play. That was an opportunity there for Michalki. And it's going to be picked back up by the Wings. Long pass to the right wing side. Open wing, no one there. And icing will be your call as we bring it back into the wing zone with 13:46 to go. We're scoreless here from Richfield.
Well, this Holy Angels Stars team is a very young team, Pete. Only 2 rostered seniors on this team, led by Isaac Barron, one of the heart and soul players of this Holy Angels squad. They're going to look for him for some leadership tonight. 7 goals, 12 assists, 19 total points paces this Stars team.
Cousineau plays this off the left wing. Of course, his brother Chad played for the Minnetonka Skippers last year, watching on from Idaho, a member of the Steelheads.
Nice.
Back behind that, a couple teammates have gathered in to watch the Minnesota brand with him. Cousineau in a foot race. He's bothered on the play down low. That's Evans with him. And they get a little bit of help down low, the big frame of Isaac Barron. big number 37. Puck plays back into the corner. Into the neutral zone it goes, and it's going to be played back through by Bjorn Jensen. Now it's a wholesale for the Wings as they clog up the neutral. We'll see how the Stars handle this on the breakout. That pass was up at the waist area for Cousineau, and the puck will be battled at and played right back into Holy Angels territory. Off the glass to neutral, and once again swatted away there by Barron. Now it's going to be gathered in by the defense. On the play, that was Coleman. He's forced back in behind the net. Hounding him is Jangula. The Stars and the Wings scoreless here. We're about 4.5 into the first period. Off the side of the cage. You saw that Luke Miller enters this game with a 4-6-2 record. He's had himself a nice run here for the Stars. Trent Palm's addition, Bart. I think of Trent Palm, it brings me back to the days when he was on that UMD team with the likes of Justin Fontaine, Mike Donnelly, the whole crew. Jack Connolly. What a team when they won that national championship just a few years back.
Yeah, littered with talent. That's UMD, though. Every once in a while they reach up and take that number one spot. It's a great program, but a lot of big names that you just mentioned there, P. Wagner.
They've almost dominated that number one spot in the collegiate ranks so far this year, Bart. I mean, they've been at or near it more often than not.
Well, Coach Sandeline does a wonderful job up there, and seeing him down recruiting every once in a while down in the cities, yeah, I have a lot of respect for what he does. Armstrong very aggressive in the offensive zone chasing that puck. They're not shy about floating forward down and putting pressure on this Holy Angel squad, something to kind of keep an eye on.
We'll see if that wear down factor continues, Bart, throughout this contest, as that one's high and wide of the mark. From the left wing, it'll be the Stars to bump this off the wall in the neutral zone, gathered in by Jensen. He'll shovel that one right back in wide of Miller. He'll watch it off the end boards. The forecheck ensues as Jensen followed his own puck. Now it's going to be played back to the slot area. Miller wanted to cover, couldn't get a mid on that one, and it's going to be back up to the right wing side. Sandy with it, advances it ahead. He'll throw it right back in. Didn't hit his man. I thought he might have. They'll be touching up. Slow out of the zone, though, and they finally get that one changed. And out of the zone in transition, here come the Wings. That's Homie with it, as he's going to ring the wall on that one up to the left wing side. Pinching down to make the play neatly there was Kirchhoff. Now the Stars in control with it. Setz plays it to the right wing side. Sandy's pass hops the stick of Hendrickson. They converge to the corner. On the play, Campion now. He's logged a lot of minutes so far in the early going. Now the Wings will shovel that one high in the air. That gets past the defense. Will it make it? Yes, it does. Icing your call.
Well, Peter, to hit the rewind button. Michalke actually was taken into the wall. Got off that wall a little gingerly. Skated very slowly to the bench, so we'll have to keep an eye on this number 16 in the blue and gold. Very stylish uniforms on this Holy Angels squad, P. Wagner. But been a pretty good game so far. I really like the way that Holy Angels is getting out of their zone pretty efficiently with all the traffic in front. But Armstrong seems to start to be getting their legs about him.
Indeed, they do. That puck's deflected to center. Here come the Stars to regroup in their own zone. It's Laird on the puck as he tries to cycle back in behind the net. Finds his man on the play. That's Clough. They can't get it to the neutral zone. Nice job defensively. Good to see Danny Wagner in the house. Dan Sheldon, the big lefty stick. Big hitter. You can find him down the fairway.
Back from Ireland.
Boy, yeah, absolutely. He came back with his Minnesota accent in store.
How about that? I've been to New Ulm before.
That would be German. Stick goes flying in the air to the slot. That'll come into play. Here's Cousineau from the left point. Walks, holds. One-timer from the right point. That sails in on goal as Marsh takes that one away. The bid there by Yeomans.
Well, it's a pretty good play by the Star squad. I don't think he got a lot of lumber on that one. That one kind of floated in, and Marsh made that one look easy, but a lot of traffic in front, so nice job by the Wings goaltender to track that puck, hold on to it, force face-off. Just 10:06 left in a scoreless first period. Shots on goal right now, Holy Angels with 4, and the Wings with 1.
Face-off win by the Wings as they play this to center. Wings and Stars. This sounds like an NHL tilt, doesn't it?
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to bring that one up.
Longer than you expected, right? I was percolating on that.
I was waiting with bated breath.
Of course you were. Puck is bumped into the neutral zone. It's controlled by no one. Now that's still no one. It's right down below. I couldn't get a better broadcast perch than this. I'm in absolute heaven. You know who I was doing business with today, Bart Archer?
Who's that, P. Wagner? Please
Brandon
stop.
Wallen.
Oh, how about that?
Big game winner. He's also world famous for it was a clean hit. Remember that?
Yeah.
We relived it. One-timer. Oh, that one pocket pick, back up ice. It's going to be Knapp with it. And then his pocket was picked across the line. Now it's controlled by the Wings. It's Evans. As he loses the handle, they muck up along the boards and shovel that one back into the neutral zone. That hits Barron, and he'll regroup back to the blue line. Off the stick of Sandy as he plays this one through, try to get inside on his man. And now it's Kirchhoff racing up the left wing side. Nice job to take the angle and throw the hip there by Zangs. Back behind that, picked off. Wrap around. Oh, they looked out front. Campion comes away, gives it back to a better angle. That shot wide of the net by Hendricks there. Check that by Gonrowski. Now it's picked back up by the Wings as they play this to the low circle area. That's deflected. And there's a quick shot that's blocked. The bid there by number 2. Mitchell will say that 5 times fast, Bart. Woletsky.
Yes, sir.
My word. Campion
I'm
with
starting
it.
to rub off on you, aren't I?
Man.
DG Seppi. I just had to get that out of the way.
Straight butcher. We went to the butcher shop. Invoking the great late Bob O'Connor. Played back up into the neutral zone. Handled now. That one gets through everyone, but no ice on the play. As it'll be gathered in by Laird. Peter Laird, of course. Nice job on the football team this past year. Defensive back, receiver in on goal. That one's held on to by Marsh. So far the Stars have had the advantage in the shots on goal category at 5-1 here, Bart.
Yeah, and really zone time as well, but that was Pete Laird, the junior defenseman, that actually rushed the puck up the ice with good speed. Got a really good look on Marsh, but Marsh again received that in his glove. He looks pretty solid in goal, Pete Wagner.
Ooh, the old house she going up at the line. To center it goes. Jangula was there. And stepping up to make the play was Daly. Off the board, sent back in. The Stars will play this one to center. Regrouping now are the Wings. Nice work there. That rolls off Gorgon's stick. Now ahead they go. There's a snapper. Stick save. Turned aside by Jacobson. Nice job down low to work the battle. That was Gergen. There's a turnaround in on goal. Nice save there by Miller to take that away from Jangula. Here's an opportunity. Great chances here. They go up high and out of play as once again that was Jack Gergen on the play. By the way, I think his brother is your opponent in the fantasy hockey league you're playing in.
Oh, how about that? A little fun fact for everybody, but that was Thomas Seitz that actually ramped that one up and out of play. A really good save by Miller. Hasn't seen too much rubber, and that was a pretty challenging shot. And then the second one, right where you want to be, but busy stick ramped that one up and out of play. Nice defensive play by the Stars.
It's a goaltender's nightmare, Bart. There's a shallow angle shot there. It's a goaltender's nightmare with all the traffic that's in. Miller has seen a ton of it here so far tonight. The Wings doing a nice job going to the net with some net front presence and creating sightline issues and even some deflections along the way.
Yeah, aren't getting really good scoring opportunities, but you're right. When they get in tight, they possess the puck quite well. But I'm impressed with the Holy Angels has actually defended their zone so far.
Now it's Cousineau with it. Backpedals. Plays this one rink wide. It's on the tape of Coleman. Nice breakout through neutral. Hendrickson with it. Escape at the line. Try to dribble that one down the slot area. Picked off by the defense. Here come the Wings out of the zone. Nice patience there by Gonrowski. Plays that off the near boards as the club was changing on the fly for the Wings. Back in behind to the corner it goes. You'll see they converge up off there. And it's the Stars that come away. They have a stretch pass, and that one was knocked down, but then played back in deep, and out of the zone they come with Gonrowski. Looks to play it to the right wing for Schneider. He'll have to come down to make the play, as here come the Stars on the forecheck. After the fast start by the Academy of Holy Angels, the Wings have really weathered that road storm, if you will, and have kind of found a nice rhythm. There's a shot that's over the top of the goal, and a great look there by McGrath. Back up through center. Oh, nice little move there. That was poked off the stick of Sandy, though, and offside the call.
Well, it was a good challenge at the blue line by Gonrowski. Nicholas Gonrowski, one of the go-to players on this team, number 21 in the blue and red. A long drink of water, but very athletic, very important to the pushing the pace for this Wings squad. But a nice challenge there, forced the offsides.
Great to hear the soon-to-be inducted yes in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, working the airwaves here, the sound system at the Richfield Ice Arena, Bart Archer?
Well, so they do play your requests here.
Absolutely.
He's connected.
Down the glass it goes. Campion is there. He'll shovel that one to the corner. Barron finds the open puck. Has a man open. A snapper. Nice pad save. Great opportunity there as that was Bridgman with the bid.
That was a
now
good shot,
Barron
too.
with it. Indeed it was. He looked up to the point, didn't like what he had there, as coming over to cut that off was Jangula. They continue to battle. The Wings have more bodies and sticks. Win the battle. They bust across. Possible 4-on-2 across the line. Down to the net. Oh, and a big save. Miller. Puck dribbles. No goal as that one trickled in along the goal line. Not enough to get across, though.
Well,
and will remain scoreless.
That was A.J. Jacobson on that redirect. Nice sauce pass with some touch. Actually went over a couple sticks, but that's A.J. Jacobson that actually redirected. Nice job by Miller to track that puck side to side. Got behind him, but good support by his defenders. Pushed it under and face up to the right. But that's probably the best opportunity that this team has. But I like that shot, actually, P. Wagner. He did it in one fluid motion. Nice low shot, difficult to contain. Goaltender down to take away the high percentage shot. Nice save by Marsh on that one.
Yeah, and I love the save by Marsh. Very calm, very solid. Cousineau was there. Now it's going to be back on the tape. Coleman with it, back up to center, off the stick. Hendrickson was there. He'll come together with Campion off the corner. Boy, I've called Campion's name a lot here tonight. He's a real solid defenseman. Right wing on the breakout, they go with it to Lindquist. Back up through the center ice area. Homie was there. In on goal. Miller makes the save as he doesn't want any more damage there.
Yeah, I think he just erred on the side of caution, but nice support by Holy Angels to be a two-direction team tonight. Next broadcast Thursday, February 16th, White Bear Lake at Stillwater.
The Bears, 2-1 winners over Stillwater earlier in the year.
Yes, indeed.
Sectional implications, no question.
Absolutely, and White Bear Lake's jumped up and beat a couple pretty high-rated teams, so you cannot take the Bears lightly. They're playing some good hockey this year, no question about it.
Tim Sager's teams are always ready to play. And don't forget, that's a very talented Stillwater team. There's a chance and a nice pad save. Miller with a good read, good focus. Back up through center off the stick of Phelps. In front of the bench area. He tries to play that down low, but instead it's going to be the Wings. Now the Stars back on the puck. Back behind the net it goes. Looking to get away from the oncoming forecheck was Gray. And now Phelps has it. Off the wall, up to the line. High shot, buzzes wide of the mark there by Zangs. To the line, swatted at and played back in by Bitter, and it's going to be to the corner. 2-on-2 battle once again. 3:35 to go in the first period. We're scoreless between these two additions. Refs are wanting them to keep playing. You can hear plenty of stick work down low. Now Sandy had a chance there. Nice job at center. Zangs very aggressive. Plays that one, but right into some shins, now into his shin. And it's played in front of the bench. Barron off it. The big frame gets away from one man. He's going to work an angle to the right side. Oh, and he gets straight Christmas tree there by Gray. Whoa, my word. To the right wing side, they look to find center, and Barron returns the favor. Thank you very much. Across the line. It's getting heavy hitting here, folks. Bridgman now plays this one back at center. Barron gets a little bit of help, angling from left to right there by Hendrickson, and that one's going to be whistled down for an offside.
Yeah, a couple big bodies coming together. You'll see that hit right there, just squared him up quite well. Braden Gray was actually kind of dinged earlier in this game, but it looks like he's no worse for the wear. And then it was Barron who tried to return the favor to Walensky. So the physical pace is starting to pick up a little bit. A couple big bodies out there, too.
The Tendies have fired a couple of pinball flipper saves like that from some great scoring angles and opportunities to getting the job done here tonight. At the line, nice little play inside. Hendrickson's shot, that's buzzed wide. Cousineau's there. By the way, hello to Grandma Rose, who's looking on from Montreal.
Absolutely.
How about that? Of course, I was talking to his father, Don. Said she's getting to see Chad play for, I know for sure, the first time online. That's pretty awesome.
Well, that's part of why we provide this service. Thank you for joining us.
We've got plenty of shout-outs here. We'll get to those as we go. And don't forget to email us. I'm sure Brett will show that graphic a little bit later on in the period here as we wind down to 2 minutes and 4 to go here in period number 1. Puck will be rung to the boards. Pinching down is Cousineau. At the line, but not out. Nice play there by Seitz. Oh, stood up on the play there was Hendrickson. And it's going to be the Wings back out of zone. Not quite so fast as Seitz makes the read. plays it over to the boards as they pin up once again. Wings now. Uh-oh, that's picked off. Shot on goal. A big turnover there, and Clough misses the mark right into the midsection there of the goaltender, Ethan Marsh, and we remain scoreless.
Yeah, that was kind of a misplay by the Wings in their own zone, and it was Clough that came in. Kind of surprised him a little bit, knocked that puck down right on top of the right hash, kind of put it into the sternum. I'm sure he'd like that one back. Looked like it rolled on him a little bit, but he got the shot on goal. But nice job by Marsh to hold on to it and get some fresh legs out there.
That one will be held in by Zangs. He'll follow it up on the backhand, looks to the slot area, but that's peeled away neatly by Campy. And here comes Sandy. He's a workhorse. Sandy's got a little bit of a motor to his game.
Yeah, indeed he does. He's been pretty solid all game long, and I don't look for that to change. But Armstrong Cooper having some troubles getting out of their own zone, but really nice job by the Stars to put pressure on.
Of course, you see Jack Knapp in there with 11 points, 5 goals, 6 assists. He has 3 power play assists. Says a couple of hellos from him. Go Hawkeyes to Bill and Diane and Cedar Rapids looking on. How about this? Go Orange to Carolyn and John. And I can't read what that word is, but I know they're in New York. Somewhere near Syracuse, I'm sure.
I don't know. I thought.
Oh, is that Schenectady?
I don't know.
Okay, we'll go with it. And Go Irish to Molly and Gunner in South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, they're Rosemont fans? No,
South Bend.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, look at that. Bart going to the Irish. Look out. Section 3 AA combatants. This one's played through the goal mouth area with a minute left to go here in the period. That one wide of the net. Big Karam comes back up, and that's going to be handled and played by Gonrowski. They get muddy there off the side of the net. And now it's going to be the Stars once again looking to break out. Away from one man is Sandy. Has to be strong on the stick. Puck sits free. Look out. Here's a chance up high. That's off the stick. Off the bid there by Nicholas Gonrowski. And he can score goals, Bart Archer.
Yeah, very aggressive as far as getting into the zone. Holy Angels floating a couple forwards high, trying to soften up the defense a little bit because Armstrong's very aggressive in the offensive zone, getting after the puck. But that was a pretty nice look by Gonrowski, but ramped up and out of play.
Stars now a regroup and look to play this through for Barron. That's too far. And we'll wind it up back down into the Holy Angel zone.
Well, Pete, I think one of the challenges for Trent Palm, coach of the Stars, coming into this season is a lot of youth. Obviously, with 2 rostered seniors and one that's a primary, the growing pains, I think it always starts with defense. Just having the pace of the play, minding your defensive responsibilities. Once these young kids start to kind of get it, and it looks like tonight they're playing a pretty solid game, things will get better for this Holy Angel Star team, and they might be pretty dangerous come section time.
The biggest challenge for young teams, too, is strength. Here's Barron off wing, scores! Races in off the left wing and sees the glove hand side and goes shelf for the 1-0 Stars lead.
Well, that's his 8th goal of the season, but he's one of those.
19-24. 37-19-24.
Wow, a little early to be chirping the other bench. My word.
That too. But that's Barron from Lord, and I believe Hendrickson, and that would be Jack Hendrickson would be listed as official scoring, but that was just a goal scorer shot. Really, I don't think Marsh had much of a chance on that. He just picked the part where the crossbar meets, and we're going to get a look at it right here. Gave him a little bit too much maybe on that side, but he made that count. Holy Angels has a 1-0 lead. Now it's up to the Wings to respond.
And they'll have to wait till the second period to do that. No infractions in the first period. 1 goal scored by Barron in the final minute of the first period. Shots on goal read 9-8 in favor of the Academy of Holy Angels.
Well, that just shows that the Stars came out, had a 5-1 lead in shots, and then Armstrong started to kind of inflict their will a little bit, close that shot total. But the one that's important on the scoreboard is 1-0 Holy Angels advantage. But what a big goal that is. They have to feel good about going into the locker room with a 1-goal lead. This is not a team that actually is a front-running team, Pete. They're always kind of seems to be playing from behind. But again, the challenge in front of Holy Angels is the second period. They've given up 32 goals against and only scored 12. So they're outscored by almost a 3-1 margin. So obviously Trent Palm's going to be very aware of that. But Holy Angels, I'm sure, is going to come out with some fire. And the Wings, I'm sure Coach Charleston's going to get them refocused. They played a pretty good period. They just started a little slow. So I look for a pretty solid second period.
Indeed, we will. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have more coming up for you from Richfield. We're between period 1 and 2. High school hockey continues right here live on Let'sPlayHockey.com. Better than the Edina Holiday Classic. These unbelievable 4 teams getting it after it for 3 straight days. than to bring on a Jersey legend, Gemini Athletic Wear's Chris Bonvino. He played on the hallowed grounds of Braemar Arena. And hey, Chris, before we get into this, thanks for joining us, by the way, but I have to tell you this. You were part of Bud Bjerken's Met Center Holiday Classic, I believe, out at the Met Center back in the early 80s.
Played in the very first one, Pete, at Met Center. In fact, we were supposed to play Hill Murray, and we ended up playing White Bear Lake. And I'll never forget, because I went with your buddy, Paul Ranheim, and Greg Dornbach to stitch my face up after that game before we went to a party. So it was a lot of fun, but a lot of tradition, and what a great tournament it's become.
It was the proverbial war, as we like to call it. So, but anyway, so there's some great connectivity here, and everybody knows the work you do, and we really, really appreciate the quality of product that you deliver. It's really incredible. And I mean, when I'm looking at your website right now, I see St. Cloud State, Harvard. I believe that's Alaska Anchorage I'm looking at up there as well, or just Alaska. Can't keep any of those straight anymore. And then you work it all the way down to the youth levels and the high school levels. But the fact is you work in manufacturing, and you're a U.S. manufacturer. And it appears, from my perspective, to be a really good time to be a manufacturer in this great country.
Well, we're hopeful, and knock on wood, there's a resurgence in American craftsmanship and American businesses, American jobs, and we're feeling pretty good about the future right now. The quality of the product that we make, and I mentioned this to you before, but when people buy from us, buying American used to mean something, but I don't want people to buy from us just because they're doing us a favor in buying American. I want them to buy from us because we have a product that is 10 times better than anything that's coming from offshore. In terms of the fabrics, the craftsmanship, the quality. These things are important. This is an art to us. We take it very seriously, and we take a great deal of pride in it. It's not a commodity. We are all dialed in on all the people here. I mean, have genuine pride in what they produce.
Can I jump in on the fabrics for a minute?
Yeah.
Because I've always felt as though your jerseys are just they're a cut above, and they're better. They have the right feel and the right temperament to the player, to the body, and what's required there. What kind of processes do you go through, and how have you drilled it down to where you need to be on your fabrics now?
Well, we've actually gotten into the science with this as the dry fit fabrics have become more the standard. We've actually gone out and have proprietary fabrics. We've worked with design companies all over the country, all domestic, but we have fabricated 2 products, actually 3, but 2 that we use specifically for hockey that are proprietary to our specs and standards, our colors. They have the color wash on, they never dye, but the fit, the feel, we're and I use this word a lot, but we're fastidious about this. When they put this sweater on, I want this to complete, or we all want this to complete the process of them making the team, but them being proud of something. This is a major achievement to make these teams, and to put that jersey on, to have that kind of seal the deal. But getting back to your question, we have spent a lot of time and a lot of money on research, going back and forth with our knitters, the kinds of fabric, the yarns they're using. And the product, our raw product is more expensive in terms of the raw goods inside of it. But because we're selling directly to the schools, the universities, we're able to come in at a price which is very favorable for the quality of the product.
What's amazing is in the world of the grand endorsements and the big name out of box type of jerseys and sweaters you see out there. To me, it's pretty amazing that in the college hockey world, when I look at a game or I watch a game, whenever I see it, I see the GA on the shoulder of so many teams. How are you able to continually, I know from a Big Ten, who cares, whatever, you can't really pound, I mean, how do you pound through that the way you do? Because you not only get this business, but you maintain it. What's the key?
Well, a lot of it, I think, is just the relationships that we've developed over the years. They know if we give them a quality product, they know they can count on us to deliver the product. I think that level of trust, plus we've had some great success. Aside from this year, the last 3 Division I NCAA national champions wore the GA right front and center when they were hoisting the championship trophy around. This, is advertising you can't buy. if you compare the size of our company to the size of a lot of these companies, we're a David to their Goliath, but we have a product that is, I'll put up against anyone's in terms of the quality, workmanship. So I think it's a combination of relationships and just the fact that, we've been there. We've had 9 or 10 national champions in NCAA ice hockey bearing our logo. So hopefully that will continue, and we're working very hard to increase our market share.
So, Chris, you've been at this for, 20, how many years? 20-some years, at least?
As Reg Dunlop said in Slapshot, quite a few. Quite a few.
Look, he doesn't want,
it's been 25 years. I was 25 years old when I started the company, and we grew. Slowly. We were initially doing jackets, and I was out of my house, and we had like 3 guys, and we hit at the point where Dean Blaze, who was my former coach, called me and asked. We were doing their jackets and asked if we could do their jerseys. And at that point, we had never done a jersey, but we researched it and said, "Yeah, we'll take care of you." And we introduced the Dazzle, which I know we did for one of your teams, Fabric.
Love the Dazzle.
Right, and it was something that was really an oddity at the time, but it caught on. It was a very faddish thing, but from that point, then we were able to grow and build and learning a lot and learning every day still about the process. But it's been uncanny, and I joke that the reason that we're so busy and we have such good clientele is there's really no one stupid enough to do this besides people like us. But no, I'm saying that tongue in cheek. But at any rate, you've known us for some time, and we've known you, so you've kind of seen the progression of the company. It's been interesting.
I'm the biggest fan of small business and people that are able to run their own businesses, and anybody that can grow something for the 25 years that you have to the level that you have and continue to reinvent yourself as you do is something that anybody who follows business understands and appreciates. And that's the one thing about Gemini Athletic Wear that I think everybody needs to take a note of. And and there's a lot of listeners here and viewers that are watching this program who are decision makers, whether it be on youth boards, high school, and even some college, junior as well. How do they best get a hold of you to say, "Hey, we need you to do our sweaters next"?
Well, we've added a few, but we have anyone here is capable of discussing. We have our salespeople, of course, but I like to do a lot of this myself. It's a passion, the creativity, the creative part of this. And I tell all of our sales guys here, make the person that you're dealing with. Someone's going to come to you and ask for help on designing a jersey. They're going to go back to their team. You want to make that person a hero. That person, you want to do that person a solid. Find out what they want, help them however you can, but really take a passion. I know it sounds cliched and not real, but it's true. Get involved with them. To answer your question, though, to get a hold, just call us. We're not one of these companies that you call and you have to press 8 different buttons to get to someone. We're old school in that sense.
Very true. Very true.
And we really enjoy that interaction. That creative process, and ultimately, like I said, when the kid puts on the sweater, and the father or the team manager, or the coach or the AD, is lauded for that, it's a good feeling for us because we were involved in that process, but those people who trusted and came to us are the ones who look like heroes, and that's what we really pride ourselves on.
Folks, click the GeminiAthleticWear.com logo that you see on the show page. If you want to just give them a call, it's at 952-942-9611 or on the hotline at 1-800-909-9611. And Chris will take care of it. I've got one final question for you. Yes. How did you come up with the name Gemini?
I wish I had a better thought. There is no logical connection. I'm not an astrological person. I have no good story. If you ask me how I met my wife, I'd have a great story. For this one, I thought of it just as I thought it was a cool name. And I was 25 years old, and Nike had already been used, so I just had no other choice. But I wish, Pete, I had a better story for you than that.
Well, so I was watching this History Channel bit on the Gemini missions that were led up. Okay, so I'm watching it, and I'm thinking, I wonder if that has something to do with what he did with this thing. And can I give you one takeaway? It has nothing to do with anything we're doing, but I think you'll appreciate it, and the listeners might too. How nuts were those guys?
Oh, they're fabulous. I mean,
Just nuts, weren't they? Who would do that?
Well, to do what they did, yeah. I mean, they were pioneers. It was remarkable. I wish, and in a sense, I've always enjoyed aerospace and the history. I remember the Apollo missions way back in the 70s when we were kids.
Yeah.
But no, for what they did was predated that even, and it was remarkable. Absolutely, all the respect in the world for those guys.
So we'll just pretend.
Much braver than I.
We'll just pretend that's what Gemini is. Just kidding. Yeah. So, Chris, thanks a lot. Once again, that's GeminiAthleticwear.com. A true class individual who has been in the business 25 years, knows a thing or two about your jerseys and sweaters. Give him a call. Get dressed up the right way. We'll be back with more high school hockey right after this. And we will welcome you back to the Richfield Ice Arena. There you see up in the rafters a couple of retired sweaters, a couple of NHL greats, one still playing right now with the Colorado Avalanche. Of course, we're talking about Eric Johnson, former University of Minnesota Golden Gopher, and, of course, Jack Hillen. I mean, that guy, he played with Ovechkin, Tavares, Little Lot in Nashville. I mean, the great career by the former Colorado College product, and you got to tip your cap to them. And they were a group of players that came in here. When you think about this, when they had the girls and boys teams both winning Class 2A titles when it wasn't sexy to be a small school and be in the Class 2A, Greg Trevel and everybody with the Academy of Holy Angels ended up being the ones that really elevated and said, let's challenge ourselves. And here they sit now. They participate in the 2AA. We're about ready to get things started as once again it's going to be the Stars and the Wings. Bart, second period.
All right, quick summary was Barron scoring his 8th from Laird and Hendrickson at 16:49 to give the Holy Angels Stars a 1-goal advantage coming into the second.
Stars will control and play to the left wing side. That's off the stick of Knapp.
Well, Pete, and I don't mean to dwell on shots on goal, but it's a pretty good indicator. For a team that averages about just over 20 shots on goal per game, they came in with a 9 spot on that first period against the Wings team that's actually a pretty good squad. So I'm sure Trent Palm has to feel pretty good about the way his team plays, but it's sustaining that level of play and pressure is what's going to be the indicators who has success in this period.
Back behind the net it goes into the Holy Angels territory. Daly is there. He's bothered on the play. Nice body position there. Gets some help from Sandy down low. And now the puck is loose behind the net. Now this has sectional implications out of the 2AA for these additions. There's a snapper that hits traffic. Oh, backdoor opportunity, and Miller was there. Shut that one quickly.
Yeah, it was Sandy winning the individual battles along the end wall and came out with the puck, came around, and I think the first one kind of surprised Miller a little out of position, but nice recovery to get back and close that gap quickly, face off to his left. But nice job by Sandy to really put some heat on, almost single-handedly. Really a good job.
It's interesting. You look at the Wings buckets, Bart. They're going for kind of that matte type color on the helmet.
That's the new trend.
That's kind of, yeah, absolutely. Barron is there. He's the game's lone goal scorer. Gets a little bit of help from Cousineau. And it's going to be the Wings to regroup in their own zone. Long pass to center. That's off the tape and sent right back in. They're going to regroup again, and out of the zone they go. On the move and sent back in by Gonrowski. And Miller's going to hang on and be content to keep the face-off inside the Star zone.
Well, I'd like to send a couple hellos out. Coaches of Minnehaha Academy, and I believe they play this very wing squad next game. But Pat Griswold, Connor Beaupre, and Coach Bill McClellan tuning in to watch some Section 6 AA implication hockey tonight.
I'm sorry. I said 2, didn't I? My apologies.
No worries.
You put the Hornets in the 2 for the year. Don't change these things on a fossil like myself.
I'm
not going to remember that. Are you kidding me?
Send them a text.
Oh, don't worry. I'll call the complaint line.
Again.
Now it's Barron with it. Off the glass to center. Campion takes over. Looks to the left wing side. Gonrowski is there. Loses the handle. Check thrown in front of the bench area there. Cousineau is pickpocketed. To the corner it goes. Now Cousineau angles away from traffic. Really can move. Cousineau runs into Barron with that one. That's going to be shallow of the line, but no ice on the play anyway. The forecheck ensues. Hendrickson is there for the Stars. They play that back to the corner. And here comes the Wings back out of the zone. Shoveled up high in the air. And it's going to be bitter to watch this one. No ice on the play. We're now at the 2-minute mark of period number 1. Off the boards. And gathered in. Clough with it. Right wing side they go. Battle for it off the right circle from the left point. Walking into this one is Laird. Instead, is going to go up high. Zhang, shot deflected wide. And it's going to be picked up by the Wings as they'll work out of the zone. Cross center and played back in deep by Waletsky. It's a big frame out there for the Wings. And they're going to bump it off the boards and maintain possession of the offensive zone. Zangs is there to throw the body. And there's a shallow angle chance, but Miller gives nothing. Puts the glove up and pulls that right out of the air.
Yeah, and I think that was Drew Ide that actually took that shot from a bit of a shallow angle, tried to go short side just under the bar, but it was Miller that made that save look relatively easy, Pete. The defensive pairings on the Stars, the Zangs and Bitter, Henry Bitter, have played a whale of a game so far, but I just like the support of the puck in their own zone. But Holy Angels really hasn't been caught outnumbered in their own zone, and I think that's being a very responsible play by their forwards to come back and mind their defensive responsibilities.
Daly waits on it. Now he's going to have to give it right back to his partner, and Laird.
Oh,
turned over. Look out. There's a chance and a shot. Pad save. Rebound. Scores! The turnover, they make you pay, and it's tied at 1.
Well, it just seemed like the Stars were kind of chasing the puck a little bit. I think that's Drew Ide scoring his 9th goal of the season. One of these guys that they look to for offense didn't disappoint on that one. I just think that goaltender Miller made the first initial save, but you can see the numbers down low. I think that pass kind of surprised him a little bit. Still got the shot
Surprised me.
Yeah, but it was a follow-up. But a pretty good athletic play by Braden Gray to even keep that puck alive, get that shot on goal. But once again, it was Ide that actually came in and finished that play off. We're not at 1.
Brand new hockey game here from the Richfield Ice Arena. Up the left wing rail it goes on the stick of Knapp. He'll play that one in deep. Sandy will forecheck. Has Machaki there. Now it's picked back up to the left point. Coleman's shot. Played back in behind the net. Now it's going to be handled by Sandy. He walks the circle to the backhand of the slot. Couldn't get it through. Coleman will gather in. He'll be content to play back in deep. Now Machaki throws the leather there. Nice job by Gonrowski to get away from trouble there as he advances the puck for Jangula. And it's going to be gathered in once again by Machaki. I'd like to say hi to Cousin Drew, baseball player at Moeller High School in Cincinnati. By the way, recovering from elbow surgery. 1-1 the score, 13:09. Showing on the clock. Shots on goal read 12-10 in favor of the Wings.
Well, we are early in the second period. Not a lot of time down in the Wings zone, so Wings have really come out and kind of answered the initial goal and then followed it up with another one. Now it's up to Holy Angels. They're 1-1. It's a clean slate now, but Holy Angels got to respond and at least keep some pressure on Marsh and the Wings in their own zones.
Played back into the Holy Angels zone. Sylvester is there for the Stars. It's going to be taken from the left wing. That hits traffic to the end boards it goes. Fought off there by Zangs as he's going to turn it back up to the right wing side. He'll be content to shovel that one back through the neutral zone. Long pass to the right wing. Stepping up and throwing the body there was Sylvester. And Miller will cover that one up.
Well, I think Miller, anytime he's going to in goal get a chance to cover that puck, he's going to cover that puck. Obviously, Holy Angels with the last line change, doesn't look like they're necessarily line matching, but it gives them a chance to get the fresh legs out there with any consequence. But faceoff's going to be very important. 1-1 game. It's been a good contest so far. Thank you for tuning us in. I'd like to say a special hello to Roy Reynolds, who's always been supportive of what we do, Pete, and he's tuning in tonight watching a pretty good hockey game.
Appreciate it indeed. This is a nice one. 7-2-1 are these Wings in their last 10. That's not bad. Had some tough games with Centennial. 2-goal affair there. How about the St. Louis Park Orioles, Bart? I mean, they're a team that have really had a solid campaign, and they've moved up from the Class A to the 2A this year.
Well, no, they're not getting a lot of fanfare, but that's why you are who you are. You're giving love to the people that deserve it, that really don't get the attention.
Back to the corner it goes.
Always have a soft spot for the Orioles, though.
This is going to be a sectional playoff, which is going to be quite intriguing, no question. Now, you and I saw Cretin-Durham Hall. I mean, you and I are coming on the verge of having seen this whole Section 6AA play now.
Yep.
I think the Raiders are going to be a bit of a wild card because they play such a solidly defensively sound game and have enough skill to be an issue.
Well, the closer we get to sections or sectional play kind of fits what their mantra is. They really play a sound defensive game. They chip in a goal every once in a while, but if they can play solid defense, they can be a force in sections, no question.
Out front it goes. Barron comes away with it. He'll have to regather. Chips this one high to center. Look out. Man was coming on there, and that was a nice play by Hendrickson. Barron tries to play up the middle, turned over. Look out, they're dangerous across the line. In on goal, and a nice save there. Gergen with a great opportunity.
Yeah, and Gergen's their leading goal scorer, 15 on the year so far. A little bit of a breakdown, nice clean zone entry. Got a pretty good look on goal, but once again, Miller flashing that leather, making a glove save. Face off to his left. But it just seems like this Wings team is starting to get a little offensive flow about them, a little confidence, a little energy. But they're really stymieing the breakout of Holy Angels, which is what they failed to do in the first period. But it looks like Danny Charleston's team starting to get their game about them.
Well, and they're leaving the Stars, Bart, to being content to just chip to center and get some opportunities through there, and they're turning it right back up ice. Wings with a much better second period than the first, and the Stars are going to want to find that mojo they had to start this contest. From the corner goes. We're tied at 1 between these two clubs. Submarining the would-be checker there was Jacobson. He plays that off the side of the net. Miller's been stout in goal here for the Stars, turning away 13 of 14 shots so far. Carry him off the end boards, he covers.
And some of them have been pretty good. Motion's kind of getting up there a little bit. But A.J. Jacobson, number 25 in the blue and red, he is a big dude. He's got some girth about him, and he skates quite well. So he's somebody that you want to have your head on a swivel when you're on the ice and have the puck when he's around.
No question, Bart.
9 goals, 15 assists, 24 points for the big guy. But
that would be forwards, power forward, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Puck is played now back in behind the net. 2-on-2 battle. Once again, we've seen a lot of those from that corner, Bart. Both periods now. Wings now control offensive zone.
It seems like the Wings are winning those battles down low now. It's something Holy Angels had success in the first period, but I think the angles are a little bit better by the Wings and really limiting the opportunities for the Stars and putting them in a really uncomfortable position. But so far this period, it has been all Wings. But Holy Angels, again, the second period's always been a challenge for them. I don't know if it's the long line changes or just, the other team kind of catching up with them, but they're holding on okay. But that you can thank Luke Miller, the junior goaltender, to keep them in this contest.
Puck is kicked to safety by Sandy. Sandy comes away with it again. To center it goes. He gets a little bit of help now. And that's Machaki that was there momentarily. Pulled away. Walking down the high slot. Nice save there. That caught the paddle of the CCM. Off Miller. Gonrowski plays this across. Sandy picks off. He can skate. Goes down. Want a little dive. The Russian judge gave him a 7. Off the boards through the neutral zone. Now it's going to be handled. Laird plays this one back in. And here come the Stars in the offensive zone. And that one was offside.
Yeah, the Russian judge might have given him a 7, but the Romanian judge gave him an 8.5, but he's a theater major. That happens quite a bit. Another good shot on goal, good look. Another intercepted pass. They're jumping the roots coming out of the zone and really coming in with speed. So you can't tempt fate too many times. But again, opportunity knocks. But just those errant passes and mile breakdowns are giving this Wings team some pretty good looks. But again, Miller, not only a nice save, but he deflected that puck in the corner and nearly a second chance.
We saw that puck sort of dove on Miller on that rebound. Was quick enough to get the hand down enough to get the paddle on the stick and force it wide of the net. Nice save there. Off the boards it goes. Jensen leans into that one, hits the tempered glass as it's played back in behind the net.
That went off Miller's jersey. He didn't even see that, Pete Wagner.
Laird now plays up into center and back right at the Stars it goes. Long pass to center. That's off a pair of skates there. I believe that hit Holy Angels' Clo. He'll get it back from the left circle. Holds and shoots. Snapper. That one rolls through the goal mouth area. Now it's played back up to the line. Nice play there. Puck's in free territory. They have a man open in the slot. There's a nice pass over the top of the goal. Golden opportunity there, and that was Schneider with the bid. He gets the puck back. Through the goal mouth area it goes. The puck will be swatted at, played to the line and not out. On it now, it's Gonrowski. His shot comes in and hits Miller up high. And now it's the Wings again to the goal mouth area. Now they'll take over Gonrowski again. His shot's blocked. Nice work there. Poke to center. as that was Clough. Back in behind the net. Laird was there, sends it up to center. And the Wings will be content to play that right to the Stars line. Gunrowski comes away with it. Tried to shovel that one deep, couldn't get it. That's too far for Campion. He and Barron converge, but icing will be your call.
Well, and I'm not trying to be critical of any coach. Obviously, they're a lot smarter than me, but Holy Angel Stars are floating their wings outside the zone, past the red line when the puck is in their zone. If your team is possessing and getting out of the zone efficiently, I can see that as being a pretty good strategy. But right now, it's this Wings team that's actually winning the battles and really putting extra pressure on the defense of this Stars team. So I'm not saying to adjust, but it's something to kind of keep an eye on.
Poked at there by Cousineau. There's the big frame down low. That's Jacobson. They get muddy in front of Miller. Gonrowski turns. Now Barron picks it off 3-on-2 through center. Barron's going to carry this the right wing side. In deep he goes. Snapper in on goal, and that's handled and hung on to by Marsh.
Well, it was a pretty good job by the Wings defender to force him to the outside, kind of shallow up that angle, but Barron not shy about taking that shot. But a pretty good zone exit with possession, which is something we haven't seen. But Barron, for a big guy, he moves pretty well. Drew the defenseman, got the feet moving. Once he got outside the dot, a little bit more of a shallow angle. Tried to go short side, but nice glove save by Marsh on that one.
On the next whistle, I'd love for you to show that replay again, Brett. Something for you young kids at home. There's a nice shot and a save. Now it's Cousineau, a shot that's steered aside by the sprawling Marsh.
Oh.
Penalty coming up. Maybe the first infraction of the game. Off goes Miller.
And Holy Angels got to kind of mind their P's and Q's. They have the power play now. You can't let it ramp up. I don't think it was malicious, but again, by the definition of that penalty, there is going to be an infraction called against the Wings.
They could have gotten one right there. They could take two. Okay, so that's one. But here comes another. Ready, right? There. Let's pull up that last replay if we can real quick, Brett. I want to show something on the so hold it. Stop right there. Can you hit pause? Okay. Well, play it one more time. It looked like he had a trailer there. But the work that the Wings did, see how all three of these Stars are pretty much covered? Barron's forced outside, nothing down the middle. And your trailer was picked up by what? Moving feet and a back check.
Absolutely.
Not hoping. Between he and the puck carrier, that's perfect defensive coverage.
And I was just going to say that. You can be on the wrong side or the right side. He was on the right side, but that's what's going to take to win in sections is two-direction play. You really can't just have enthusiasm and energy when you're moving the puck up the ice. You also have to come back and defend as well.
Kurt Giles always says you have to back check like someone stole your wallet.
Well, the Wings is going to be, I believe, Bjorn Jensen that's going to have a major penalty. So a 5-minute major, 7:22 left in the second period, 1-1 game. Face-off down in the Wings zone. What a great opportunity it is for this Stars team to take advantage of this. The Stars power play, meager 12.7, obviously room for improvement, and the Wings penalty kill about 73.7. So both teams have a little bit of room to grow on this one, but as we said, a great opportunity. It all starts with the face-off.
So it's going to be a major 5-minute power play now for the Stars. Now it's Machaki with it. Carries this one deep. He's watched on the play by Gonrowski. Now it's going to be Cousineau. Leaves off to the left wing side. Quick shot that's blocked by traffic in front and sent right back down. First shot on goal on this power play goes to the Wings, and that's about 175 feet.
That was a nice play by Cousineau to actually get that puck over to Knapp for that shot, but a deft play.
From center ice they go with Sandy across the line. He's going to leave that one off. That's Evans now. And that's turned over by the Wings as they'll play this one to centers. Chad Cousineau will once again regroup in his own zone. The freshman surveys the scene. Played on this team as an 8th grader last year.
Yeah, he did, in fact. Well, they got a couple freshmen on this squad, but he plays like a grizzled veteran.
Long pass across the left wing side. Cousineau now comes away with it. Leaves off. Nice pass there. Back door they go. Oh, nice save there. Are you serious, Bart Archer?
Yeah. Well, I think it kind of got Jack Hendrickson in the skates a little bit. He had to make an adjustment, and that allowed Marsh to come over and really take the angle away. You'll see it. It's a nice cross-ice pass. It found the player he wanted, but just couldn't receive that puck, and that's the left-handed shot on the right-handed side. Might improve the shooting angles, but sometimes it makes those passes a little bit difficult to contain.
And Campion did a nice job, again, of getting between he and the goal mouth area there. the shooter and the puck.
He's got some intelligence about his game.
Woletsky with their check that was Gray that was there for the Wings. Now they play it to the near side. And that's played back through. And the length of the ice by the big fella, A.J. Jacobson.
It's got a nice alliteration, doesn't it?
It does. Right wing pass on the breakout for Hendrickson. Didn't like what he had. It's going to regroup and wind it back up. Here's Hendrickson from center. Plays it to the right wing side. Zangs chases down the boards. Turned over up high. Barron shoots. That's blocked. Wow, the guy's a puck blocking machine. Jacobson gets the frame in front of every biscuit. Stars will control Barron now, top of the right point. His shot's deflected. You'll see 2:53 to go on the major penalty on the bottom of your scorebook. Back up to the line. They better hurry. Zangs quickly tried to touch that down the line. Barron held it in. Nice job to keep there. Puck is played back up for Barron again. Dribbles that one to the goal mouth area.
Oh, you
wow,
gotta
the
get
Wings
off the
can't
ice.
get the handle on that one. They play that one the length of the ice. They'll be able to get a quick change, at least the forwards, and they'll play it back to the left wing side. Laird has his pass picked off. At center ice, handled there by Evans and sent right back in behind. Miller cuts it off. And for the Stars, it's going to be picked up by Knapp. Knapp with it, angles to his left. Watched there by Woletsky. Knapp, nice job to keep that puck. Now it's going to be Cousineau to the near side for Coleman. His shot doesn't get through as it's blocked by Campion. He fights it off and plays it to center where another number 7 comes away with it, and Cousineau for Knapp. That one was off Machaki and sent back in to Holy Angels territory. The Stars will regroup. 1:43 to go in the major power play. Cousineau, ooh, look at that. Spinorama in front of his own goal. Put on a show for the fans. Now they'll play it to the right wing side and sent back in behind the net. Pushed away there by Marsh. Now it's Sandy. Pins up on the boards as he looks for some help. Machaki comes in, and it's going to be handled by the Stars. They looked for Cousineau up high, so they're going to go low. With it now, it's Hendrickson. Walks the left wing line. Coleman with it. Back over for Cousineau. Content to cup it over to the far boards. Nice job there for Sandy. Movements at a premium here for the Stars on this power play of this group. Nice little spinorama. Machaki puts on the brakes. Now it's Cousineau with some room. Walks, wrister. Oh, that one, nice pad save by Marsh. In front, puck's loose. And now the Wings will come away with it. They didn't panic and did a nice job. 3-on-1 back the other way. Gonrowski plays it. Ida's there. That one misses the mark. And for the Stars, it's going to be Alex Coleman. He'll play ahead on the tape for Bridgman. Bridgman with it. Barron in front. And it's going to be picked off by the Wings. That one too far for Evans. 30 to go in the man advantage. Up high off the boards. Now Bridgman, no relation to former Philadelphia Flyer Mel Bridgman, the guy with the big stash. Now it's Bridgman.
Well done.
Across the line. Oh, look at that. How's she going in front? Oh, what a job there. Marsh with the quick stick. Penalty coming up behind the play. That's going to be called on Bridgman for a hook.
Well, or interference, one of the two, but you can't really fault him for that. He was just trying to make a play and make something happen, but I really like the way the Wings defended this penalty kill. They really kind of stymied it. Came back on a rush as well.
I have to say something. On the major penalty, there was some contention from the Wings bench,
Sure.
And you start feeling like you're wrong. Here's the thing. When you hit a guy from behind into the wall with a stick, you've opened it up for interpretation.
Sure.
Whether it's a 2 or 5. I think that, they did a great job killing that penalty. And to say that the team really did what they had to do was perfect. Now they stay patient.
Yep.
And now they get back on the power play, and now they can go to work.
Yeah, and they have a 12 seconds 4-on-4. A lot of room out there. And then, again, as you said, Wings on the power play, 22.2% power play, 81.8% penalty kill for Holy Angels.
That'll be ensuing as we speak, as it's now a 5-on-4 for the Wings. Kirchhoff is there. Plays this one back in behind. Miller will set that up. This will be the first man advantage now for the Robbinsdale Armstrong Cooper Wings. They'll pin off the boards, and the Wings pick up the win there off the battle. A Jensen shot is steered aside by Miller, and it's going to be played up to the line. Now it's Gonrowski. Walks and shoots, goes dinner bell right off the post. He wants it back. He's not going to get it as they go back down low. Oh, nice little give and go off the corner. Picked up by the Stars, and wisely finding that puck and clearing it the length of the ice off the wall was Daly. 1:03 to go in the man advantage and 1:35 to go in the period. Gonrowski pickpocketed at the line, and turning away from traffic is Bjorn Jensen as he plays that off the boards. Stars will play that one in deep. Knapp was there to make the play, and it's going to be picked up by Jensen once again. Plays it to the right wing side. Barron creates some issues there for Gonrowski, who lost the handle. And they'll be forced to play it off the boards and through center. Jensen. Now it's Woletsky with it. Puts on the brakes. Looks back up to the line. Gonrowski. His shot was blocked by Barron. Went down and got it. You're playing up high on the blue line. You got to take those as Barron is shaking that one off, but that's a yeoman's-like work. Let's see if he can get it. No flamingo there. Good job. In on goal. Blocker pad save made by Miller.
I think that first one caught him in the hand, a little ginger.
Oh, it doesn't feel good, I'll tell you that, but you got to give him credit.
Yep.
Now the Wings will play this one away. It's going to be played up the ice by Jensen. Across the line they go. There's a wrister. Oh, nice job going to the net there by Evans. Very active. Bridgman with speed. This guy can skate. Ahead for Sandy. They're shorthanded now. Now we're even strength, rather. Now it's Machaki. Scores! 16 seconds to go. A pair of goals in the final seconds of the first and now the second period.
Yeah,
and the Stars take the 2-1 lead.
Sorry to talk over you, Pete. I just got excited, but 11 seconds left in the period on the first period. Goal, just 16 seconds left. But Machaki, and that's his 5th goal of the season, but what a big goal it was. He was a right-handed shot on the left side, so the angle was pretty solid. You can see it just picked that upper corner and beat March clean on that one. But again, a lot of energy by Holy Angels. Not only they didn't score on the 5-minute man advantage, but they were able to possess the puck with a little comfort, a little confidence, and then they did a nice job of killing the penalty and got a good opportunity and made it count.
For Machaki, cousin Bradley, how about that for a 23rd birthday? Watching on from Chicago. Grandparents Fred and Arlene in Florida watching, and Uncle Rob is hanging with us from Boston. Wow. The Stars with a late goal take the 2-1 lead after they kill off the penalty. Barron does a great job blocking those shots. Really good stuff.
Well, it was Machaki, as we said, with his 5th. Assist goes to Spencer Sandy, number 22. But shots on goal for the game, it's the Wings with 20, Holy Angels with 17. Not necessarily always the quantity, but more the quality. But Holy Angels got a really good look and made it count. So they're, again, feeling pretty good going into the locker room. I'm sure Robbinsdale, Armstrong, Cooper Wings are going to come out with a lot of energy and a lot of focus on that one. I think the coaches for Armstrong want to talk to the referees. They're not giving them the time of day right now. But we're looking forward to a pretty fast-paced third period. Don't go away.
Indeed we are. We'll have more coming up for you. High school hockey. It's going to be a great third period between the Wings and the Stars right here on Let'sPlayHockey.com. Enjoy a great meal at McCoy's in St. Louis Park. Our menu features innovative appetizers, freshly made salads, brick oven pizzas, gourmet burgers, I love those by the way, sandwiches, and classic American comfort food made with a creative twist. Large, comfortable booths and attractive lighting make the dining room an intimate place to have dinner with friends and family. McCoy's private dining room is the perfect space for your next corporate event, large party, or family gathering. McCoy's is a proud member of Eat Local. Eat Local is a group of locally owned restaurants. Ask your server or bartender how you can join Eat Local's frequent dining program. It's free and offers great discounts at McCoy's and other Eat Local restaurants nationwide. And finally, don't forget to join us for our ever-popular weekday happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. We also feature late-night happy hour Saturday through Thursday from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. and great late-night menus served until 12 a.m. every night of the week. That's McCoy's on Grand Avenue in St. Louis Park.
hockey players, the Northland Hockey Group has northern Minnesota covered. With 4 teams in the northern part of the state, including the Red River Pike in the northwest, the Bemidji Loons in the north, the Iron Range Blast on the range, and the Great Lake Skulls in the northeast. The Northland Hockey Group will put your child in the hottest sublimated jersey in the AAA field. With 4 tournaments and an all-star game, the Northland Hockey Group will be the highlight of your child's summer. Check out all team locations and tryout times at northlandhockeygroup.com.
The place to go for all of your American Legion baseball information is the LegionBaseballHub.com. It is the official home of the American Legion State Baseball Tournament, and you can find everything you need relating to American Legion baseball, from tournament information, live scoring, box scores, game recaps, player profiles, image galleries, and more. Check out the LegionBaseballHub.com for all of your baseball information. The Legion Baseball Hub is a partner of Let's Play Hockey and Let's Play Baseball.
We've been dealing with the inconvenience of getting our skates sharpened at hockey shops for decades. Now, many of us have kids, and we're dealing with it all over again. Up until now, there hasn't been a piece of equipment that was safe, easy to use, and accurate to allow the hockey player to maintain their skates at the pro level at home on their own time with their own equipment. The Spark Skate Sharpener delivers to every player a piece of equipment that allows them to maintain their skates at peak performance every time they get on the ice.
If you don't have confidence in your skates and the edges that you have, you're not going to play the game that you're capable of playing. When I first heard home skate sharpener, yeah, I've heard of that before. You know, it's too hard, it's too big, it's too messy. All those things that I thought about when I think about skate sharpening at home, that's not what this machine is. You push a handle, you stick your skate in it, you push a button, and 2 minutes later you have a sharp skate. I think that it's just one of those things that people have lived with till now, because there was no other solution. To me, I think this is exciting because it changes all of that.
We've taken the existing grinding technology that was out there and packaged it to be really a consumer product and a friendly product that's easy to use.
It has sliding guards that make sure that the skate is properly clamped and you can't get your fingers inside there. The only debris generated in our skate sharpener are the small particles of your skate blade. And for that, we collect those into a removable dust tray. And in addition, we have a HEPA filtration system. So it's very clean and it can be used throughout the house.
It's the last piece of equipment that isn't equal to the professional hockey player. Now that's fixed with Sparks. It's good for kids all the way up to high school players, to collegiate players, to pro players. It is a precision instrument that delivers a quality sharpening every single time.
We are between periods of the Let's Play Hockey Game of the Week, and we're joined by True Hockey's Jason Kasuris. You are a part of a company that is a growing hockey equipment manufacturer, and you have some great stuff. Jason, can you tell us a little bit about your company and how it's growing?
Well, essentially, we've been in the hockey market for a very long time, actually, close to 16 years. But we haven't been branded as True. We've been building hockey sticks for multiple other manufacturers, pretty much any of the manufacturers that are out today, and have actually come and gone. But we've been building their sticks, just labeling them with their logos and everything like that. But about 3 years ago, we decided, hey, let's build our own brand. Let's stop making for others and really be innovative. We want to bring products to the market that still stay traditional to the hockey consumer, but with added perks, with added technology that's going to improve the product, improve the player. So with that, we've kept in the sticks. We've now introduced a glove line in our Z-Palm offerings that you can change out the palms to increase performance, but also change the durability aspects. There's multiple different things that you can look at with our gloves. We will be introducing pants in 2017. Also, just as a growth aspect, we just recently last week announced the purchase of VH footwear. So we are getting into skates. We're growing the brand as much as we possibly can, but we're doing it strategically. It's not where we're just bringing everything all at once and trying to flood the market with all of our equipment. We want to be innovative. That's our biggest thing. We want to be a high-end company that looks at ways to make a player better, make our products better, not just be a Me Too company.
Well, and I think the important component is that you were the technology behind a lot of the, quote, brand name sticks, but now you are the brand and the technology, and I think that's important for the consumer to know. And then the second aspect is the innovation of your products from the palms. I mean, I know as a hockey parent, one of the most frustrating things is you buy a kid a pair of gloves, and within a year they're worn out because the knob is just taken out one of the hands, and you got to start over again. But you have a solution to that, which can allow you to keep those gloves, and you just replace the palms, correct?
Correct. And like I said, you know, it can be treated, I look at it as three different ways. So with that palm completely zipping out, you can look at it as a durability aspect. So a year down the road, the top hand blows out or anything like that. You can just go in. You don't have to buy a new pair of gloves. You don't have to take it into a repair shop and get a completely different feel to the glove or anything like that. It's just a matter of going into your local dealer that has the palm offerings and change it out, and you have the exact same feeling glove, and just go from there. The other aspect is we have 5 different options in palms. So we have all different performance aspects. We have a durable palm in our Z Power. We have our standard is a great palm as well. We have our Z Fit that is a very, very soft feeling, very thin feeling. We have a Z Pro that a lot of the NHL players, it's a very thin, ultra feel palm. And then we have our Z Grip, which is a tackified grip that really helps with the grip of the stick. So that's another attribute. The third attribute is the dryability of the gloves. A lot of the issues with gloves is they stink, quite honestly. Mm-hmm. And, you know, to get any sprays into a glove or anything like that, you can't really get into the fingertips of a glove to kill any of that bacteria. So now what you can actually do is you can unzip that palm and take it off, spray the whole glove down, and then dry it out. And it works unbelievably great.
That's amazing stuff. It is.
I mean, it is. And the other nice thing, too, is, you know, I use the example as I played in a pond hockey tournament last winter. I used these gloves. It was 45 degrees out, so it was extremely warm. We were essentially skating in puddles.
Swimming, yeah.
And the gloves got extremely wet in the one game, and I had another game that I had to go to in 15 minutes. So I just zipped out the palm, put a new palm in, dry gloves, ready to go. So, I mean, it definitely works for, you know, what it's intended to, and it improves the playability of the gloves. It also improves the overall performance of the gloves for the players.
You can find their information at true-hockey.com, and you can also get it in local stores. Jason, if you wouldn't mind, outline to us where we can find your product in stores in the Twin Cities area.
Twin Cities area, Hockey Central and Blaine, Dave's Sports Shops, Strauss, General Sports, just to name a few, Total Hockey's as well. We're definitely growing brand, and we're building that dealer base as much as possible. Even if you can't find it at any of the dealers, more than likely we've had contact with them, and they should be able to order something from us. So.
And it won't hurt to ask for True Hockey brands, too, at your local dealer if they're not there. You can also purchase your product online, too. Is that correct, at various online sporting good hockey stores as well?
Correct. We're in all the major online dealers as well.
Perfect. Jason, thank you so much. And once again, that is true-hockey.com. We're going to take a quick time out. We're going to return back to high school hockey action of the Let's Play Hockey Game of the Week. And we welcome you back. to the Richfield Ice Arena, home of the Academy of Holy Angels Stars, and they'll be welcoming out the, once again, Bart Archer, the Wings of Robbinsdale Armstrong Cooper, who played themselves a very solid game. But Bart, I don't think the Falcons, with a 20-17 shot on goal advantage, are liking their goal productivity as of yet. They're in a tough battle here. These two teams have been playing some good hockey of late, and we've got 17 minutes here to decide the final outcome between these two teams. And keep in mind, this section 6AA is a, I don't want to say it's a one-horse race, but if you don't, who you kidding? I mean, you look at the Edina Hornets, and they're ranked second in the state for every good reason. They've played some great hockey and kind of carving through the schedule. But the rest of these teams, it's a 51-minute bit. And if you can come out and get it done in 51 minutes, you and I have seen teams upset teams in sections that are unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, we have. Edina, they seem to play Eden Prairie every other week. They haven't had great success, but that Edina team could certainly skate and fly, but they're certainly a beatable team any given night.
That music was shaking the floor.
It was.
I mean, I felt like I was at Hale in circa 81, Women and Children First all over again. Were you there?
Maybe.
With the Fools opening? What a show. The Fools boot off the stage. Machaki with it. Off the boards. They'll have to regroup to center. Coleman better hurry. He has all sorts of trouble on him. Now it's going to be Cousineau with it, as he'll take over with plenty of room.
Holy Angels on the power play. Schneider in the box for the Wings for roughing at the end of the period.
Right at the end of the period, indeed. Campion gets the loose change and sends that one off the boards the length of the ice. Laird will regroup in his own zone, as that's going to be set up by Miller. Laird waits for some help, surveys the scene, and walks away. Left wing on the breakout. Zangs will play this one in, gets knocked down on the play, but Sandy will come away with it. Sandy's a hard-nosed player. Off the boards, bumps to the wall. Oops, Laird tried to poke that over. Machaki was there. Now it's going to be Zangs back over for Laird. 55 to go on the man advantage. Oh, give away and back up ice it goes with Bridgman. Gets away from one man, makes the move, walks down low to the left side. He's watched on the play, plays that one back up for Machaki, top of the umbrella. Snappers deflected, nice work there, busy stick Jangula. Now Laird back in behind the net. Stars control off the end wall. Better hurry. Ooh, little stick handle at the line, nice job Jangula, very busy there. Machaki has the go-ahead goal. Ooh, nearly got lit up at the blue line. Stepping up there was Gray, and it's going to be the Wings to clear this one the length of the ice. And they'll get a new set of penalty killers on. We have just 14 to go in the power play for the Stars. They'll play this one rink wide. Zangs find his man on an angle there. That's Hendrickson off the glass. Plays this down low. Racing to the net was Clough. And now Bridgman with it. Oh, he had Cousineau open down the slot area, lost his passing lane, and he wanted to give it to where Cousineau was. Oops, didn't see that. And back it goes into the Holy Angel zone. They'll battle off the boards. Great hockey game here from the Richfield Ice Arena. Cousineau watches that one to the corner. Running down is Clough to make the play, back in behind the net. Zangs was there. This group's been out there for a while, Bart. The tail end of the power play, and now they're hemmed into their own zone. Wings work the forecheck, picked off. Nice little play there by Jensen down low. Oh, look out. That one nearly trickled its way in toward the goal mouth area, and quickly to pounce on that was Luke Miller.
Yeah, it was a good decision by Miller. Kind of fortunate for the Stars. As you said, they spent an extended period out on the ice. You can see the fatigue coming in, Pete, but when you're on the rush on the power play and you get possession of the puck, you have to be cognizant of what you want to do with it. Keep your head up, keep possession of the puck, but anticipate the play. It just seemed like Holy Angels had the possession, but they just couldn't get into the scoring area, and that was more shooting themselves in the foot than it was anything Armstrong did. Got to keep your head up and anticipate the play.
You saw our Twitter account at Let's Play Hockey. That's Let's Play _hockey. Of course, we have stats, highlights, and more. The Senior Goaltender of the Year semifinalists have been whittled down to the 5 finalists now, which will be named at the conclusion at the banquet. That one, of course, that award, and of course the Ms. Hockey Award is sponsored by the Minnesota Wild.
Kind of a fun time of year, and a lot of things are kind of coming into fruition here.
It really is, and I'm really looking forward to the expo coming up, Bart. There's always some great stuff, and I've been making a lot of phone calls and talking to a lot of the people that will be there as part of the staff here at Let's Play Hockey, so it's been fun.
Well, you always are a lunch pail, Pete. You always go to work, roll up your sleeves, and get stuff done.
Trenches,
You're
right?
in the trenches. You're in the muddy areas.
Oh, not afraid to get the cross-check to the lower back.
Not afraid to give it either.
Clean win. Oh, no doubt. Clean win as that's off the boards from the line and played down. Bart Archer very astute. He scores! Oh, high slot. They go glove side. We're tied at 2.
Well, that's Eric Evans, senior forward on this squad, his 11th goal of the year. A lot of traffic once again in front of Miller, but he had a wide open shot by the left hash. We're going to look at it on replay, I'm sure. But Evans, no stranger to the scoring area. He made that one count, beat him glove side. Not many shots have beaten Miller on the glove side, so that was a pretty good effort by Evans. But now we're not at a 2, 13:35 left in regulation, as you can see. But boy, a whole new ball game. Holy Angels got to respond with some positivity here, with some energy.
Face-off win controlled by the Wings. Lucas will play this one in. Back behind. Coleman reaches and plays. Look to swing that back around on the right wing side. Machaki plays ahead, and it's going to be Lucas to play right back in behind. Miller unable to cut that one off. It's going to be picked up by the defense off the corner. That's Coleman with it. He turns away from traffic. Looks back for his partner, Chad Cousineau, who's bumped on the play. Runs into Waletsky, as that one's deflected up high off the end boards. Now it's Cousineau to take over. Finds an opening. They'll continue the forecheck. Nice work here by the Wings, responding after they tied it at 2. Long pass. They find their man in stride. That's Knapp. Oh, he tried to get around his man, but no play there. Nice job to shut that down. That's off a hand. Nope, they're going to say that was not off a hand, as the Wings will carry this one in. Back in behind the corner. Little submarine angle there by Evans. And that back out come the Stars. Sandy with it. Look out. He was measured with authority there by Jacobson. Boy, something tells me that if he gets into you, it's going to feel something special there. Oof.
Even if he doesn't get you complete either. He's just he's a very strong young man.
It's like putting him, oh, and he's going to the net. Stick down. There's a shot there by Miller. Boy, that was textbook across the board. In front. Oh, what a chance there.
Well, that was Laird that came back and kind of supported, took the options away, went down on the ice, really took it away, but then there was a pretty good follow-up on that one. There you can see him going. A nice job to take that away, but then the follow-up, that's where Miller comes into play and really did a nice job of maintaining his angle and keeping that puck out of the net. 12:02. We're going to get a look at one more time.
Seitz was there, though, had position, but really, you're right, Bart. Great job to extend and take that passing angle away by Laird.
That's what you want to do, is force him to the outside, limit the options. He did just that.
Now it's going to be Barron playing to center. Campion foot races that one. He'll come away with it. He's content to ring the wall. He goes for the big target in Jacobson. His long pass fails to click. Foot race ensues. No ice on the play. Miller's going to play this one around. He was trapezoid good there. Oh, wait, we don't have that here. That's only the NHL. I still don't really get what that's all about. Do you, Bart?
Well, I just think I think they just want to keep the goaltenders some semblance of not playing the puck too terribly much. I never had a problem with it.
I say let the goalies move the puck like
right
a defenseman, but you should be able to rail them like a defenseman too. Fair?
Fair game.
If you're going to go out and play it and move it and have an advantage, you should be able to get checked just like anybody. You want to make the game exciting? Why should they get anything special?
And that's from a goaltender,
they're in Kevlar, dude. Absolutely.
And that's from a goaltender, folks.
I've always felt that.
Absolutely.
That would make the game really exciting, if you want the truth. From the slot area, that's poked away. But that unwritten law, you can't touch the tendy. It's like, oh, my word, they're not made out of China. Puck is played back up to the left wing side. Jensen was there for the Wings. Boy, they've really come on strong after they tied this one at 2. Now it's the Stars. Look out. That one went up off the ceiling. I thought that was labeled for Bart Archer's forehead.
Well, I trust with you on that angle. You would have saved me on that one. I have complete faith in you. I'd like to say hello to Steve Mackey tuning in tonight, watching the Wings versus the Stars. Not feeling too well, so he's biding time watching our broadcast. We appreciate the support as always.
Hopefully, Steve, this finds you feeling a little bit better. Little Thursday night entertainment, the Let's Play Hockey game of the week. We've had an absolute blast doing these. We've been pillar to post this year, Bart. We have 2 more games on the schedule coming up. Stillwater, White Bear Lake next week. Then how about this one? Stillwater and the Fire of Holy Family Catholic.
Oh, boy.
Sandy angles. Oh, and he pushes that one wide. Great opportunity there. Coleman pinches at the line. He's got some trouble with Kirchhoff. They make the play, and now Knapp comes away with it. He's going to leave off for Cousineau. Plays ahead. That hits traffic, and it's Gonrowski with it. He'll flip that one in high over the top of the goal. Miller just content to let Cousineau take over. Now Cousineau with it. Doesn't like what he sees there as he's turned away by Ide. And now to the corner it goes. Back up for Campion. Kicks that one away. And it's bumped off the boards by Evans. Now Machaki with it. It's going to have to work some magic as there's no magic there. It was a 1-on-4. Sent back in deep. Seitz plays that behind. Marsh was there for the Wings, the goaltender. And now up out of the zone they go with McGrath. McGrath with some speed. Tried to stick handle through traffic, went Vegematic, and now it's going to be turned over by the Stars. Pinched off down the wall, 2-on-2 battle continues. Better position yourself for that one to come free, and indeed they do a nice job for the Wings as they turn it over down. The Stars are going to be content to ring the boards. Can't get the zone. Nice job to keep there by Jensen. Oh, no, he didn't keep. They're going to say delayed offside. Freebie out of the zone for the Stars. Here they come. Daly with it. That's going to be an icing call. And back into the Holy Angel zone we come.
Well, I think Daly just got challenged a little more earlier than he wanted to. Kind of just dumped it in. But there you see the good opportunity by Holy Angels. That's the kind of stuff that they need, Pete. Goals have been hard to come by for this Holy Angel squad. Just 49, and that's current to this game. So far, so they've been challenged, but they're getting some opportunities. But Marsh hasn't had a lot of work lately, but that one was a bit of a trying moment. Just under 9 minutes in regulation in this third period. It just seems like the Wings are starting to flex their muscles a little bit.
Well, that was a great play by Sandy to create some space and walk across the goal line. Confidence can lead to goal scoring. When you take a look at the Minnesota Wild, the things they've been doing, I think the reason they're so prolific offensively right now is because they're confident.
Well, plus I think their defensive zone play is so efficient that offensive opportunities are coming out of that, and everybody's contributing. It's really fun to watch.
To the corner it goes. Campion is there. That gets away from Gonrowski as it's shoveled down the wall. Now the Wings will come away with it. Gonrowski again is being watched by Bridgman. He'll have to move it quickly, and he does. And they'll race across the line with Jangula. Down low he goes. Wanted the angle, and on goal, Miller's been stout in goal and makes another nice save to cover that one up.
Well, Jangula did a nice job of forcing Zhang's inside, went outside, got a pretty good shot on goal, but look at Zhang trying to catch up with the play, extends his body, but he got the shot off. But again, a good angle on that one by Miller, held onto it. Face off now to his right, but it gives the teams a chance to do some wholesale changes.
Watch Jacobson here. He's outside, cuts back right there. Oh, prime real estate there.
Well, and that's where Miller comes into play. If that puck caroms off him and out into that area, that's definitely a goal. So nice job by the goaltender to make himself not only big, but to control that rebound. But nice job by Jacobson to have the wherewithal to get into the right area looking for that opportunity. Holy Angels, if you're a defenseman, you got to cut off that angle and really make it a little bit more difficult for him to navigate in that zone.
Veteran play there by the senior winger defenseman as he didn't get in too tight either. He kind of paced himself to get to the goal line.
Well, we had a little bit of an extension here, so both teams can kind of catch their breath a little bit. Faceoffs are going to become very important for the Holy Angels Stars team.
In on goal, and that one was stopped by Miller. A couple of minor penalties have been called on each team, so we're going to keep it 5-on-5 here, Bart.
Yeah, indeed. It seems like the quality looks on goal are coming more frequent for this Wings team. We're still going to be 5-on-5, and I'm trying to get a look at the number, and I think that's number 8 for the Stars. That's Riley Zhang and number 10, Gorgon. So 2 pretty big hitters for each squad in the box for perhaps more than 2 minutes.
Well, until the next whistle comes out.
Could be 5, could be 10.
Absolutely.
Or 7:45, I should say.
Kathy and Sam Mills in Waterloo, Iowa, hello to you. That comes from Kathleen Murphy here at the arena from Eagan, Minnesota. Love the fact that we've got people that are watching this game. Send us our emails. Of course, Brett is showing those up on the screen. We'd like to say hello to you. Harry Carey style here, of course. We love it.
Let us know you're out there. Announcers at psbmedia.com. Let us know
go.
you're there.
Ooh, look at Bart Archer ripping off that email address. I can't even remember that thing, Bart. Good job. 7:10 to go in the third period. It's tied at 2. Very tense tilt here. Nobody really giving up any room. It's really contested. Stars to center. Down to the knees they go on the play there. That was Laird. And it's going to be handled and played off by Campion. Took it from Marsh. Campion gives to the left wing on the breakout. The wings look to center. Oh, a little pickpocket action. Sandy, wow, took the wallet. Here comes Sandy to the right wing side. He has a man in front. He couldn't get that one through. Great sliding play by Campion to shut that down. At the line, it's held in. Look out! Stars with it across the line. Sandy with it. Carries this one deep. Oh, nifty pass there. Shot. Oh, that one's deflected away. Now on the puck, it's Sandy again. From the line, Daly plays this one down. And picking it up off the rail was Campion. Nifty pass across center. They'll play that one through traffic. On the play there, that was Kirchhoff as the wings will change on the fly. Quick right wing outlet. That's off the stick and handled by Jangula. And it's the Stars. Oh, a big check. Getting the better of that one was Gray. As coming out to make the play there was Knapp. And at center ice, it's going to be Barron across the line. The senior carries this one wide, gets away from one man, angles down low, shallow angle. Save made there. Oh, he had an opportunity to walk, but instead gave it off to the right side. Turning away from traffic there. That was Hendrickson. Nice play by the Wings. Here they come back the other way. Wings in transition. In on goal. Shot. No, that one doesn't get through. That was pickpocketed. Nice play. Zangs with it to the corner as they'll play this one back in behind the net. On it now, it's going to be Evans. Plays this one back up. Gonrowski shot. No, check that. That was Jensen's shot. That's wide of the net. And it's going to be picked up by the Stars, number 24, Jack Hendrickson. Played down to the high stick. Nope, we're going to play on. Across the line they go. Snapper save. Oh, and that one got between the wickets. And uh-oh, look out. They go after Barron, and the goaltender takes a shot at him. The Stars would be content. I think we're going to take them both.
Well, they almost should in that respect. And I misspoke. It's not Riley Zangs, obviously, that's in the box. It's Jack Bridgman. But Zangs with a nice job of flying up the wing and getting a pretty good shot on goal. And a lot of emotions being stirred up. That's what we kind of expected coming into this game. But pretty good rush by Zangs on that one. Kind of an owly rebound by Marsh. And then it was Barron that went in, and they thought he went in with a little vigor and took exception to it, especially Marsh on that one. He kind of wrapped him up. But they're going to get some time to think about it. The nice part about it is Bridgman and Gorgon are out of the box now. So now those spots are going to be occupied. Oh, there's two Holy Angel Stars in. And that's going to be Barron and Zangs that are going to go into the box. Two pretty big hitters for this Holy Angel squad.
We'll see who goes in. There's one that's going to be Campion, and they got one more coming from the Wings, I'm sure.
Campion's one of those impact players for this Wings team as well. It is going to be coincidental, as it looks like. But we're trying to figure out who's going to be the other one serving it for the Wings. But 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the tie game. You know, the coaches have to be on pins and needles a little bit, but both teams have played pretty solid as far as minding their responsibilities and skating their lanes.
Okay,
I think
37 gold for a slash.
Let's just listen in.
Yep. And that's Isaac Barron.
I got the goalie for a rough.
And that would be Marsh on
7
the
blue
Wings.
for a rough and 8 blue. Or
Boy,
8
they went yard on that one. That's
Yeah, they did.
5 on 5.
That's what I saw, Bart Archer.
Yep, indeed. Well, they made the right call. They've done a really good job of kind of staying out of the way and letting this game
it's been
pan out. The
well
only one that was
officiated.
actually a point of conversation was the major penalty, but the referees did come over after the period and talk with the coaches about it, and I always appreciated that. You know, just let them know what their perspective is, and right now they're talking to the coaches as well, as you can see on our camera, and I always like that. Yes, it brings the game down, but it kind of keeps the emotions somewhat in check, but this is an emotional game. You don't want to temper that too terribly much. You just don't want it to cross over that line that we've talked about so many times.
Well, I think the key thing is when you're an official too, Bart, you can't get too emotionally invested in things. You have to call what you see and what's out there, and you're going to hear a lot of crazy things. But in the end of the day, they do their jobs and they do it well. And I've been very impressed over the years with the level of officiating that we see here in Minnesota high school hockey.
Yeah, and it seems to be getting better and better. as the game goes on. But you just want to find that fine line. You don't want the referees to be too conspicuous, but they have to control the game. They've done a good job so far.
Coleman with it now. Now it's Cousineau who plays this one, but not out. Nice job to cut that off by Gergen. Now they have a man in front. Oh, and what a save there by Miller to shut the door.
Yeah, and that was really, they had numbers down low. They had 3-on-1 man advantage. Nice dish over to A.J. Jacobson. One fell swoop, but really good side to side. You can see he recognized him there, drew the defenseman, made him commit, brought it over. And nice one-time motion on that one. But again, Miller, nice side to side, take away the high percentage shots.
Read that scoring opportunity very well. And once again, though, who is in the midst of being open down low in the slot area? It's Jacobson. Does a great job to open up, find the angles, and puts himself in position. You know why he has the number of goals he does this year.
Oh, indeed. And I don't think, and then this is not a knock against the Stars, but not everybody's going to line up to try to take him on one-on-one.
I know I would.
Well, you don't have to knock him over anything. You just have to get in his way and interrupt his stride a little bit and just take him off his rhythm. So far they've been mildly successful, but not terribly successful.
Foot race through center as this is played off the boards. Now it's going to be the Stars. Sandy trying to find his man. Oh, there's a chance that's wide of the net. Good look there by Evans. Wanted to add on to his goal total here from the one he already has. Machaki plays it ahead to Sandy. Sandy's there, bumped off the boards by Woletsky. Nice play there. Puck to the slot area. Where is it? Here come the Wings back out of the zone. Racing through center, it's Lucas. Cuts to the forehand. Glove save. Down goes Miller to peel that one off the ice and hang on.
Well, it was a nice challenge at the blue line by Daly on that one. And Lucas let that shot rip. But again, Miller seems like he's doing a great job of tracking the puck. Just 2-on-2. But again, just get that stick out there. Force him to take that shot. But again, nice defense by Holy Angels. Good save by Miller.
Face-off win by the Wings. They'll play this down the boards. Cousineau comes together. Instead, it's going to be picked up by the Wings. That's picked off. Nice defensive posture there. Hendrickson angles. Tries to submarine the Gray check. And now it's played back in behind the net. Here come the Wings now in transition back out of the zone. They better hurry because here comes Seitz. He creates problems. Turns it over. Flips a pass for Hendrickson. That's deflected. And it's going to be picked up by Gray. Chucks a little sauce to the left wing side. Jangula was there, loses the handle. And now Cousineau takes over. He looks up the ice. That's deflected. Sandy's going to race down the rail. Try to deflect that one. Nice job to read that clearing attempt by Hendrickson as he plays it down for Sandy, who somehow comes away with it. Sandy stood up in the slot area, and here they come back out of the zone. Across the line, it's Gray. Shoots that one high off the glass. Now Jacobson down low, getting a lot of ice time late in this contest. Lindquist lets a shot go. That's peeled away. Here come the Stars out of the zone. Machaki chips that one off a pair of shins. Up high it goes. Oh, that's off the stick. And it's going to be picked up again by Jacobson. Who wants it? Now it's going to be the Stars, or the Wings rather, as they play this one left wing side. Jangula watched on the play. That's blocked there by Daly as Daly bothers Jangula. Off the board, Sandy, look at that. Submarines to the right wing side, cuts to the slot area. Puck rolls free, cleared to safety out of the zone. Stepping up, it's going to be Laird. He put on the brakes there. Is slow out of the zone was Sandy. I'll give your coach gray hairs. Now across the line, it's played back through and chipped back into the zone. 2:49 to go in the third period. Puck is played to the corner. Down low, it's Homey with it. Now it's played up to Coleman. His wrist shot's deflected. Look out. That one's up and out of play.
Boy, we're in the waning moments of a tie game in the third period. Both teams sending, 2-3 guys on the puck on the forecheck. I think the Stars' angles have to be a little bit better. It's a pretty easy first pass to get through and then come back with numbers. I like the aggressive nature, but you have to have at least the second guy read the play. And if you don't have a chance for possession, back off a little bit and give yourself a chance for some numbers.
Bridgman the win. The pass from Barron to Coleman to flex wide. Barron wins the battle down low, but the positioning there to the line, but not out. There's Laird, loses an edge. Uh-oh, look out. Here come the Wings back the other way with speed up the ice on the forehand of the backhand. Oh, the pad goes down. Miller makes a terrific save. Oh, my word, and a penalty shot has been awarded.
I was going to say penalty shot might be in order on that one, but the most exciting play in hockey, 2:20 left in the third period of a tie game. Boy, it doesn't get any better than this, but you can see why. He was unabated going in, and he just wrapped him up and took that opportunity away. So pretty good call by the referee. You have to feel bad for the Holy Angel Stars. It wasn't lack of effort. It just apparently lack of speed as Evans can get down that ice in a hurry.
Look at that. That was a great save there by Miller. Of course, the ref had to do the obligatory. Do you want the penalty or the penalty shot? And Danny Charleston said, let me think.
It took a second and a half at the most.
Evans now with 11 goals on the season. One of them here tonight. A captain of this team. Senior.
But
getting
boy,
his instructions.
You could see his eyes get big when he got to his own blue line. Here we go.
Here comes Evans in on goal as he cuts to the right, to the forehand, hold, shoots. Oh, he scores! He goes 5-hole. And the Wings take the 3-2 lead as they are with a big celly here. Wow, Bart Archer.
Well, you had the right guy taking that shot, and it was Evans. A left-handed shot coming in on the right side, so he's giving himself the proper angles, not coming in too fast, not coming in too slow. But, boy, those wickets closed quickly, but he snuck that in under the pads. Now it's 3-2 Wings advantage. Holy Angels got a challenge in front of them in the final 2:20. But this is just really nice. You don't want to go in too fast. You don't want to go in too slow. You want to get the proper pace so the goaltender doesn't have an inclination one way or the other, but a really good shot.
He did get that through the wickets that closed a fraction of a second too late. Now it's a 3-2 lead, the first lead of the game for the Wings. Here they come out of the zone.
Empty net.
Barron, and he takes his man down. The slashing call there, and he's the empty net. He's going to go now. It's going to be a power play for the Wings.
Well, obviously frustrations probably set in. They played a whale of a game, well enough to win as far as Holy Angels goes, but I think that this Wings team just seems to have a little bit more speed, a little bit more energy going on, but that's kind of the consequence of defending in your own zone. You kind of get lethargic a little bit and lose your energy, and it does have a consequential effect, a couple shifts later. So that's why you want to kind of get in the offensive zone and get that adrenaline going a little bit. But it looks like this Wings team's pretty confident right now. But now a power play in the final 2:05. 2 minutes of that's going to be on the man advantage, barring a Wings goal.
So now the faceoff will come inside the Academy of Holy Angels zone. They're going to need to pull the goaltender to just get to the 5-on-5.
Right. Well, that's where this faceoff becomes very important, and if Holy Angels can at least get possession of this puck and skate it up, we're going to see Miller probably follow him out. But again, Holy Angels not in a great position right now, but anything can happen. Only one shorthanded goal for Holy Angels so far this year. Looking for another one.
Wings in a terrific position to put this one away and continue their run here. They play this one back in behind the net. Remember, they lead the Northwest Suburban West Conference right now. Trying to put together a resume and work their way up the seeding ladder in the Section 6 AA. Off the boards it goes as it rolls in.
Here goes the goaltender.
And now we'll get the 5-on-5. At the line, played back in by the Wings. Gergen is there. Chopped at there by Knapp. Wings control again. They're going to be content to play this one. That's off a stick, up and out of play.
Well, I think they're doing a good job of just passing the puck around, burning time off the clock. Obviously, time is running out for Holy Angels, and scoring goals has been a challenge for them, especially shorthanded. They're back to 5-on-5, but it comes down to possession for me, P. Wagner. Holy Angels just hasn't been able to sustain any possession of this puck. They've taken good care of it. Timeout's going to be called by Trent Palm on the Stars. Not a bad timeout to take. Just get your primaries rested, get them focused, and make that one last surge. And with any luck for Coach Trent Palm, they're going to put some pressure on senior goaltender Ethan Marsh in the waning moments. But I think this Wings team is just content to just move the puck around and burn time off the clock and get the win and get on their way.
Yeah, the Wings coming up next for them. They'll be taking on, as you said, Minnehaha Academy on Tuesday the 14th.
Yeah, and Minnehaha Academy, a very good squad. The Red Hawks, one of my favorite teams out there. They've hit a bit of a bump in the road, so to speak, but I'm sure Coach Griswold will get them focused for the sections coming up.
Well, Coach Griswold's club plummeted in the Let's Play Hockey rankings.
Well, but I think they kind of moved a little bit back up. But yeah, every coach goes through their struggles through the course of the year. I just think that getting the shots on goal and keeping the shots against down has been his challenge. But
that was my way of getting people to check out the rankings at Let'sPlayHockey.com.
Nice
also, they'll be taking on the Anoka Tornadoes to close out the season. Meanwhile, for the Academy of Holy Angels Stars.
Before you go, Minnehaha Academy has a game against Rosemount that was canceled because of the virus. So they're going to be playing Monday night in Rosemount. So if you want to follow the Red Hawks, going out to Rosemount and watch a pretty good game.
Holy Angels will be at Rochester Lourdes on Saturday. They host St. Thomas Academy next week.
That's a challenge.
That was the game we were going to have right here on Let'sPlayHockey.com. We've swapped that out with this game, and we're going to be heading to Stillwater. We're going to see White Bear Lake Stillwater. And then a big game for Holy Angels against Cretin-Derham Hall on Saturday the 18th. By the way, on Saturday the 18th, we will be in Victoria with the Holy Family Fire, Catholic Fire, and, of course, Stillwater. We're underway here as we're winding down. There's a chance to the slider. Ooh, that turns over, and it's going to be Cousineau to come on over and try to make the play. It squirts free to the high slot area as the Stars are content to play ahead to Cousineau. Across center ice, handled by Knapp. He's poke-checked at the line, and ahead go the Wings, and they push that one wide of the net. No ice. Oh, they're going to say icing on the play. Oh! So a key defensive zone faceoff for the Wings. They're going to want to pull this back, get possession, get the zone.
Yeah, and they're going to have to get a good shot on Marsh and then just attack the net. They certainly have the capability of doing it, but it all starts with the faceoff.
So the draw will be taken by Evans. Boy, by the way, you're going to have to come up with your player of the game. I don't mean to foreshadow, as it was Sandy who was tossed, and Knapp will take the draw against Evans. Evans gets it off the boards. It goes. Poked down the wall. Cleared but not out. Muddy off the right wing rail as Machaki is there. And now look out. Here they come back the other way with Jacobson. Jacobson wanted the empty net off the side of the goal. Now Jacobson wanted a bull rush to the net, and down they go.
Wow, that was Riley Zangs, the junior defenseman that went against Jacobson. Actually, I think Jacobson got the first down, but it was a heck of a tackle.
24.1.
And 19 seconds left on the penalty to Barron.
Palm is not going to put the goaltender in. This is a gutty situation.
How about that? Got to win the faceoff.
Oh, my word. And you don't. And that's play to the goal mouth area. Oh, look at they battle and they score. That's going to do it. The empty netter right there. And the Wings take the 4-2 lead.
Well, you have to give a tap on the shins to Chad Cousineau trying to play goaltender. He made the initial save but couldn't control the rebound. Actually put his body in front for his team.
16.
But
Ide picks up the goal.
Picks up his second of the night. That's going to be his 10th goal. So, again, another player. That's the fourth player in double figures in the goal column for this Wings team. They got some balance on this team. They got some speed, plus they can defend. And then they have Marsh in goal. This is a team that's going to be a bit of a bear to try to contain in sections.
Pushed in wide of the Stars' end. Bitter was there as he looks to play this one through. They get a little help from Seitz down low. It's 5 seconds to go. This is mop-up time, folks, as we're going to close it out here from the Richfield Ice Arena. The Wings come up with a big 4-2 win. They trailed 1-0 and 2-1. This game was tied at 2 for a while, and then big penalty shot goal, and this game looked like it was labeled for overtime. I'd say two pretty well-matched clubs, Bart.
Well, I think if you're Coach Palm, you have to feel pretty good about the way your team played. Again, shots on goal is kind of a concern for Holy Angels. They started this period with 17, only got 4 shots on goal. But that's kind of the bear that he's going to have to wrestle. But I think Holy Angels had a really good showing tonight. They just couldn't sustain the pressure like this Wings team did. But the Wings just, once they got their legs about them, they were the team that were really dictating the pace of this game. It's a good squad.
Indeed it is. So, once again, Bart, your player of the game?
Well, I'm going to go with the player that I think obviously made the difference. He scored the game-tying goal and scored on the penalty shot to give him the obvious advantage, and that's going to be senior forward Eric Evans. 2 goals on the night, really spearheaded, won a couple face-offs. There are a number of honorable mentions.